Duolingo is a fun way for students to learn a new language. It is a free and ad-free app that is very easy for students to use. Once you open the app, you will be given a choice of what language you would like to learn. Once you've selected that, you will go on to the next stage. Next, you will be given a choice of goals to choose, and each of those will be a different length. Don't worry, because you can always go back and change your goal later. You will then hit Set Goal and continue with the lesson. Next, Duolingo will ask you if you are a beginner or not a beginner. I chose beginner, and then it will go on. The next part of the lesson will be part 1 of part 3. Click Start to continue. Here is where the student will select which one of these items is the girl, but in Spanish. Once the student has selected which of the items they think is correct, they will hit continue, and the app will let the student know if they are correct or incorrect. There will be multiple parts of the lesson after this lesson, similar to the ones before. The student will go through the same process in selecting which one of these items they think is the correct boy in English. Once they think they've clicked the correct one, they will hit continue, and the app will let them know if they are correct or incorrect. Next is the translation part of the lesson. The yellow part of the word in Spanish is clickable, and the students will be able to click on that and see what it means in English. Once the student thinks they know what the Spanish is saying, they will translate it down at the bottom of the screen in English. They will do this multiple times. Each time they have finished, they will hit continue, and the app will let them know if they are correct or incorrect once again. The next part of the lesson will be just selecting one word. Here, the students will select the correct form of the and click continue. Next, the students will listen to a sentence in Spanish and translate what they said in Spanish as well. Once the student has listened, they will type in Spanish what was said above and then click continue. The app will then let the student know if they are correct or incorrect once again. Next is the how do you say part of the lesson. One word will be given in English, and the student will be asked how they say that word in Spanish. Once the student thinks they've gotten it correct, they will click check, and the app will let them know if they are correct or incorrect. You've completed the lesson. Once the student has completed the lesson, Duolingo will let them know their progress and how many days they have completed. Then they will click continue. At this point, you can save your progress by selecting Create a Profile. Once you've created a profile, you will be able to save your progress and see how well your students are doing with learning new languages. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on Duolingo.